Welcome to All Pro Football Data. My name is Jim Cobern. In today's episode, we're talking about LeQuint Allen Jr. from Syracuse. So we're going to take a look at his market share running back analytics, efficiency analytics, age and competition analytics, advanced rushing analytics, and then finally finishing up with down and distance conversion analytics. The data collected for the charts are from College Football Reference and collegefootballstats.com. For a glossary of terms, please go to the link in the description. Follow stuff on the way. Let's get to his data profile. So, first off, in terms of rushing market share data, great numbers here. 82 percentile in terms of total offensive market share, 85 in terms of receiving market share, and 85.29 in terms of touchdown market share. All these numbers are pretty much in line with the All Pro and Pro Bowl averages, or at least I should say the Pro Bowl and starter averages of the position. Then when you go to his efficiency analytics, this is where there was a little bit of concern here. So his yards per touch and his yards per reception were below average, but he did have a very good TD percentage. So a little bit inefficient in terms of his yardage. So even though he was very productive, he wasn't productive on a per snap basis to kind of help him out here. So this is the biggest sort of question mark with him is the lack of yards per touch and again yards per reception. Those numbers are below average, which is a little bit of a concern for a running back like him. Then, of course, we get to running back age and competition adjusted analytics. Based on this particular area, great age score, 99 percentile. And then he has a 91.56 MSA rating and 88.48 in terms of his pass rating. Again, the biggest things that really lower that number is the yards per touch, the yards per reception, at least for the pass score. And then the MSA rating is because his data is exactly 90 percentile in terms of his total offensive market share numbers. But these are still solid numbers. It easily puts him within, the starter averages, the Pro Bowl averages, the areas that you want him to be in. He's there for a running back like him. Then when you get to running back advanced rushing analytics, this kind of speaks on his inefficiencies a little bit. But when you look at his TD percentage, 41 percentile and this data is from 2009 to 2024. Then when you look at his first down conversion on all downs and distances, pretty solid, 79 percentile. His percentage of 10 plus yard runs was 63 percentile. So typically he does have good runs that are at least 10 yards or more, but his 20 plus yard runs is only 37 percentile. So the percentage of his runs that ended up being 20 yards plus was lower than you would want it to be. So kind of speaking to his inefficiencies a little bit, if he was able to bang out more of those 20 plus yard runs, he might have had a better yards per touch ratio in his data. So that's kind of the biggest thing that kind of sticks out is that inability to get those consistent 20 plus yard runs in his data profile. Then when you get to his down and distance conversion analytics, this area is a little inconsistent. So his on third down, he's solid, 59 percentile in terms of getting first downs and third down situations. That's a good number for him to hit. But when you go to second down, 27 percentile. First down, 32 percentile. Again, a lot of this speaks to his inefficiencies from a per snap basis. So he was very productive, but getting first downs on first down, getting first downs on second down, the lack of 20 plus yard runs, the lower, yards per touch, yards per reception numbers, that all speaks to a back that is inefficient based on his data. Now, film might say a different thing. There might be different things on film that lead you to a different conclusion. But based on his data is indicative of a back that is, inefficient on first and second down in particular. Third down, solid numbers here. Like I said, nothing to really talk bad about him with, but inefficiency in term from a yards per touch basis, which is the only real concern with him based on his data. Overall, LeQuint Allen Jr. Has good production marks overall, but misses in efficiency and advanced statistics. Allen has below average yards per touch, yards per reception. His percentage of 20 plus yard rushes and was below average converting on first and second down. But there is a lot to like about Allen. So even though he does have those concerns, there still is plenty of things to hang your hat on as a data guy to say that, okay, he could still have a successful NFL career. I would project Allen Jr. as a potential starter to Pro Bowl prospect long term. He definitely will be kind of lower on the list of backs. This is a very deep running back class, so Allen would kind of be out of the top five, probably even out of the top 10 in terms of the running backs available in this particular draft class because of his inefficiencies. He's a back where a guy like Jordan James, for example, may not have the same production data as LeQuint Allen Jr., but he's so much more efficient in terms of yards per touch, in terms of yards per reception, and in terms of just his conversion rates on all downs and distances, that I don't see why you would not put a Jordan James over a guy like LeQuint Allen Jr. And that just gives you an example of how they would kind of be ranked with the data. But overall, again, solid profile. I could see him becoming a starter at the next level, but there are those inefficiencies that I don't know if it's because of him or the offensive line or whatever it is, but those are the biggest question marks with him based on his data profile. So let me know in the comment section below, how do you view LeQuint Allen Jr.? Are you seeing some of the similar things that I'm seeing on film, perhaps? Let me know, and I'll talk to you guys in the next episode. Peace.